This morning.
Well, it's no secret first responders put themselves and their bodies in harm's way constantly for others, so it's crucial to give back in any way possible. News Steve's Ethan Lowe joining us live from Callaway this morning. Tell us more. Good morning, Ethan.
Good morning, Chris. And hey, I lost a lot of weight in the last half hour, so I took the fireman gear off. Feeling a lot looser, a lot better. And again, just a reminder, as we've kind of been touching on this entire morning, Emerald Coast Physical Therapy, which is based here in Callaway, is offering free screenings to first responders starting in the next few weeks, in mid-October to be exact. And these are screenings not just for people in the Callaway Fire Department, it's for first responders throughout the area. So you can come out, get a free screening, get checked, and make sure you are all good, all healthy. And again, you saw me in the fireman's gear, so you saw what I was dealing with weight-wise, but you're probably wondering what the actual workout, or I guess screening, looks like. And luckily, Barb Riley joins me again from Emerald Coast Physical Therapy. So Barb, can we do maybe a quick demonstration of what the screening would look like?
Sure.
Okay, so how would I start?
So we'll say, just for an example, that you're having back pain, since that's one of the more common
That's
ones.
where I was feeling it when I was
you were
wearing
feeling
it.
that
Yeah.
the most. So I would get a little bit of medical history, just generally, what your health is like, what problems you've had in the past with your back, and it's a movement assessment. It's not a full physical therapy evaluation. It's just to get a sense of if you have any imbalances, right side or left side, or muscle weakness, or any problems that need to be addressed. So one of the first things I would have you do if you're having back pain is do a Merkel test, which is a quick up on your tiptoes and drop down. Come up and drop down really hard.
And like this?
Yes. And if that caused pain in your low back, that would be a sign that you have some more advanced arthritis or some disc issues in your back. So that impact compression would reproduce pain.
Now, a quick question for you. For people watching at home, is this something they could do themselves in their own living room even? Okay.
Sure. And again, it's a quick, you have to come up and really drop down hard to get the impact. There you go. So if that was painful for you, that would be an indication to me that you may have some arthritis or you may have some things going on in your low back. So the next test is just how much do you move. With your knees straight, bend over and touch your toes.
Oh,
go as far as you
I'm nervous.
Just do what you can.
I'm gonna get some grief for this, I can tell.
And
so about
come on
that
back
far.
up. And if that was painful in your back, or if that shot pain down your legs, then again, that would be an indication that maybe you have something going on.
I think maybe I'm just tightening
with
the
your
hamstring
back.
and calf.
Maybe you're tightening your hamstrings, or if you have pain shooting down to your feet, then that would be a more serious problem. And then for the same thing, backwards,
just kind of like this.
looking at your range of motion. And again, we're looking for pain-limited motion. And come on back up.
Nothing hurts too much.
So far you have pretty good range of motion. And then side to side. So if you run your hand down the side of your leg,
all the way as far as I can go?
As far as you can go. And then the same thing to the left. You want that to be symmetrical, so that should be about the same. If you could go all the way on one side, or maybe you could just go a tiny bit on the other, that again would be an indication of an imbalance and something that we need to look farther at.
Now these screenings, real quick, sorry to interrupt. Are these screenings, again, we could mention you can do them at home, but you can also come in for some at Emerald Coast, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Anybody in the community can schedule a free 10-minute screening in our office, which is inside Anytime Fitness in Callaway. So that is free to everyone, but we are coming out to the fire stations and to the first responders to make it easier for them so we can screen them by shift and just not make them go so far out of their way or put extra time in their day. But anyone in the community can schedule to come into the office to get a movement assessment if they have some concerns.
There you go. And obviously, like you were kind of touching on right there, it is most important for the first responders to get screened, because again, those are the ones they're the ones who are wearing that heavy equipment all day, every day. And again, just a reminder, those screenings start in mid-October, free to all first responders in the area, and not just specific to those in Callaway. Kristen?